Hi, this is Jonathan. How y'all doing? In this video, I'm going to feature this guitar from Yamaha. This is the FSX5 acoustic guitar. This guitar is supplied with courtesy from Yamaha Singapore for this review. It's made in Japan. Comes with a beautiful case, a beautiful hard case. I really like that case. I'm really digging that case. It's like so hardy and so well constructed that, you know, just, yeah. So when I opened the case and saw this guitar, you know, it's so unassuming because this guitar does not have a finish, you know, a lacquered finish or any nitro or whatever finish that you have, a clear finish. It's just matte and it's so unassuming. But when I picked it up and when I started playing and started to like observe the little details of this guitar, I learned to appreciate it. This guitar is really well constructed, really well made, and you can actually tell by the way it sounds and the way it plays. Guitar comes in with the Ebony fretboard as well as Ebony bridge, as well as the bridge pins. Comes with the bone saddle and bone nut. Sticker spruce top with mahogany side and back. I'm not sure about the neck. It looks like it is a mahogany neck. Not too sure about this. The tuners are really great. I'm pretty impressed with the tuners. You know, they're sturdy. I don't know the ratio. I do not know the ratio of this, but it tunes really well and it stays in tune. What impresses me is the cover for the truss rod. It's actually made of metal, and that's a nice touch. And it has this engraving that says since 1966, right? It says since 1966. That year I was like 6 years old. Well, I guess Yamaha is trying to duplicate guitars that are made in that era. I remember when I first heard about Yamaha guitar, I was really young. It was back in the 70s, and they were well-made guitar, you know, and they're not cheap. But you're well assured, rest assured that they are really good guitars because all of them are made in Japan. And you know how the Japanese are, they really put their attention to every detail. And those Yamaha guitars sounded really good, and they're made to last a lifetime. I still have friends who have their old Yamaha guitars still lying around and still play as well. This guitar is trying to duplicate, to capture whatever happened during that era. And I think they succeeded. Although this guitar has a lot of modern components to it, you know, it plays like a guitar that you have been playing for many years. You know, it has that familiar feel to it. You know, this top underwent a sort of a process called A.R.E. If I'm not mistaken. Is that what it's called? Yeah, A.R.E. In a nutshell, it kind of duplicates with some aging process to make the guitar sound, especially the top, sound like, you know, it's a guitar that's been with you for a period of time. So it's not like a brand new, spanking new guitar, you know. This guitar also features the Atmosfeel pickup system, and I think it's pretty cool because it has a piezo pickup as well as a microphone. And there is another third component, which is sort of a sensor. But on the top, it's real simple. You have the master volume on the bottom. On the left, you have the blend between the mic and the piezo. And on the right, you have the bass control, whether a bass cut or a bass boost. Really simple. The trick of having a good sound coming up from this pickup system is trying to know which blend sounds the best for your playing style, whether you're playing finger picking or your finger style or your strumming. You know, you have to find the right blend. And of course, the bass cut will dictate how much bass you need, you know, for acoustic guitar. I find that in the middle position at 12 o'clock or maybe to 11 o'clock, that's the best. And I have the tendency to have more of the mic blend than the piezo. It's just me. It works, but you need to do a little bit of processing. So I guess this guitar will really work well with a preamp. You know, one of those acoustic guitar preamps like the RBX Arena, or you know, the Martin preamps that they have, even Ebony acoustic guitar preamps. So I guess that will really help to shape the sound that you want. Guitar is lacking when you're using the Atmosfeel. It's lacking the highs, the 5K and the 8K. But you can always enhance it, and it's there. It's just that it's not that prominent as, say, an A.R.E Anthem's pickup system. So something to take note of. Acoustically, this guitar sounds really great. The projection of this guitar is like something. It's amazing. I like the way it projects. You know, when I'm playing it, I can actually feel it, and with the mic, you know, you can actually hear the highs. It has a nice high timbre, and it's not lacking in that. Has a nice bottom. Sometimes the bottom gets a little bit out of control, but then that is kind of normal for most acoustic guitar. I find that prevalent in the Taylor that I'm playing. Not so much on the Martin, because I find the Martin low ends are a little bit more controlled. Not that bad. I mean, it's pretty balanced. The sound is pretty balanced from what I'm hearing. It sounds really good fingerstyle. Yeah. Strumming too. You know, I find that it has a nice, almost Martin-like timbre to it. You know, strange. You know, but you know, that's how it sounds like to me. Playability, the neck is pretty comfortable. It's not big. It's not really thin too. It's somewhere in the middle. Pretty cool. Pretty smooth. You know, you can get chords to ring out the way you want it without any difficulties, and even lines if you want to. It's a pity there's no cutaway for it. I mean, there'll come a day when they have a cutaway section where you can reach the higher register. But for now, it's cool. I can play this, you know, on the live situation, no problem. So what do I think about this guitar? I think this guitar is meant for the intermediate players and all the way to the pros. Guitar is not cheap, and neither is it too expensive. You know, I don't think this guitar is suited for a guy who just started to play guitar. You know, because he might not know how to appreciate it. The way it sounds, the way it plays, it's something else. You know, I'm really impressed with this guitar. So you gotta go out and try this. You know, play in the shop, borrow one. You know, I wouldn't know how this guitar is until I had this chance to play it and see for myself and hear for myself how this guitar is. I think it's a good guitar to get. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, give me a thumbs up, and have a great weekend. So until the next video, I'll see you. Ciao.